All right, in other news, Xbox to discuss how they'll become more flexible. Pause. That nigga Phil Spencer trying to figure out how to bust it open, bro. All right, the annual Game Developers Conference is coming up next month in San Fran, and Microsoft has announced it will be at the event with a variety of panels. One of them will feature next generation Xbox leader Jason Ronald discussing the vision of shaping the future at Xbox. A panel called Building for the Future with Xbox will take place on Wednesday, March 11, featuring Ronald sharing insight into Microsoft's vision for the platform today and into the future. That should be interesting. A description of the panel states that the Xbox has a legacy of innovation, singling out things like the Xbox console platform itself, Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Cloud Gaming, and the ROG Ally most recently. I don't think the Xbox console itself was innovative. Xbox Live was. Xbox Live, although Xbox Live is funny because Xbox Live is what introduced paywalls to online services, but it also introduced the concept of you get what you pay for. Because for a long time, Xbox Live was way better than the PlayStation. Xbox Game Pass, I'd say that's half innovative. Because, I mean, we've already seen the concept with like Netflix and other streaming services. They just brought that idea to gaming. So I give them like a half a point for that. Cloud gaming had been around for a long time. That's not them innovating anything. And the ROG Ally is not innovative. That's just a Steam Deck. So like there's some half truths here. Shout out to Pablo with the super chat. He said, thanks for all the gems you dropped. Have a good night. Peace. I appreciate you. Xbox has continually evolved to meet players where they are. As we look ahead, we remain focused on empowering game creators and enabling seamless play across devices, the description said. Join us for a conversation about the vision shaping the future of Xbox and how we're building a more flexible, connected future for game creators and players everywhere. Translation: all our exclusives are coming to PlayStation. The flexible, connected future is likely a reference to Microsoft's ambition to look beyond exclusivity and release more of its games on historically competitive devices. Xbox President Sarah Bond said the idea of exclusive games is antiquated, and some believe that Microsoft will release all its big games on rival platforms. Y'all agree with that statement? Sarah Bond says exclusives are antiquated, meaning like old. It's out of fashion. It's old news. The strategy breaks from decades of tradition, but there have been signs of success, at least from monetary perspective. I disagree. Yeah, I disagree. Like, I actually feel conflicted about that, right? Calling it antiquated. Because on one hand, no exclusives is good for the consumer. But on the flip side, exclusives are good for the consumer because it's pushing innovation from the software standpoint. If you don't have anything exclusive to your platform, what reason would I buy it? So it's like, I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I don't know. The strategy breaks from decades of tradition, but there have been signs of success, at least from monetary perspective. Forza Horizon 5 on PS5, for example, has reportedly earned more than $300 million from its PS5 edition alone. Some of Microsoft's biggest games this year, including Forza Horizon 6, Halo Campaign Evolved, and the Fable reboot, are all coming to PS5. As for the next Xbox, Microsoft has confirmed it's working with AMD on a new console. AMD CEO Lisa Su recently let slip that this new console could launch in 2027, but that is not confirmed. The fact that consoles like every generation always go with AMD chips is interesting to me. It's never Intel. And that's why I don't put Intels in my PC. It's been a challenging time for Xbox overall, with Microsoft's latest earnings report showing that the Xbox game division vastly underperformed compared to other segments of the tech giant. Hardware sales are particularly weak for Xbox, continuing a trend of 3 consecutive fiscal years of revenue decline with a drop of 32%. Now, that shit is real. I feel like you feel it in the culture. I feel like these days, because I got little cousins and nieces and nephews and shit, and then what people say on social media, I feel like these days when it comes to kids, I feel like mainly what you hear from kids, I feel like middle school to high school, they want a PlayStation. The younger generation wants a Switch. And then middle school to high school, some will ask for a PC. So like I would put PlayStation at top, probably PlayStation on top with a certain demographic, Nintendo on top with a certain demographic, and then PC's kind of in the middle. I feel like PC's it's bigger with adults with money to spend, people with jobs, basically not PS4 niggas. But yeah, it's weird to say that because when I was a kid, a long time ago, when I was in middle and high school, it was definitely Xbox. I felt like you were cool if you had an Xbox, and then it was PlayStation, specifically during the 360 era, not the original Xbox, but the 360 era was definitely it. They're also hosting panels at GDC that highlight the company's big push into AI, specifically AI at Xbox. A panel on Thursday. What did you just do? Hey, what did you do? Whatever you're doing, stop. I heard that. Whatever you're doing, stop. March 12th, called Gaming AI at Xbox, Responsible Innovation for Players' Experiences. We'll see Xbox AI executives Fatima Kadar, Hayan Zhang, and Sonali Yadav digging into what's worked and what hasn't for Microsoft's efforts with AI in gaming so far. The panelists will discuss how AI could shape the way game creators think about gameplay experiences in the future, how AI helps solve design challenges while creating great player experiences, and how developers can get involved in shaping the future of AI in gaming in a responsible way. Translation, we're going to tell you all the different ways that you guys are going to lose your jobs. Another panel Xbox is doing at GDC is leveling up player engagement and monetization with Xbox Play Anywhere. This will feature Xbox developers talking about how a company uses its powerful monetization engine called AR 7.1 to help publishers reach and active players to drive engagement and revenue growth. These motherfuckers have algorithms, monetization engines on how to extract resources from you. And motherfuckers are loyal to these companies. These people are crazy. That was crazy reading out loud. Well, we'll see next. I'm sure we'll be talking about it on stream when GDC happens. These panels should be interesting. I'm actually more interested in that AI one to see what the fuck they doing. Because I don't believe in none of that shit. Just we need more monetization in AI. Like I've never heard before I move on any gamer say, man, I'm really enjoying this new Fable, but you know what it could use? A little bit of Copilot. Like, like what does that mean? This Street Fighter 6 is really good, but if ChatGPT could just talk to me through the menus, I think that would help some way. In other news, we now know the 6 games Ubisoft has canceled amid restructuring. For those unaware, a couple weeks ago, Ubisoft laid off massive numbers of people, and they also restructured the company and canceled a bunch of games. There were 6 games that were canceled, and then like 7 that were pushed back. When Ubisoft announced that the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake was canceled, it was also revealed that 5 other games were ending. Insider Gaming has learned the 6 games that have been canceled at Ubisoft. First reported on Insider Gaming Weekly, Insider Gaming understands the following 6 games were canceled. The Prince of Persia remake, Project Ether. It was in development since 2019, which was canceled, but was morphed in a way into a newer project believed to have been in development at Ubisoft Halifax. Project Pathfinder, known previously as Project U. Project Crest, a World War II extraction shooter. Oh my God, thank God that was canceled. There might be hope for Ubisoft. They realized that was a dumbass idea. Assassin's Creed Rebellion stopping support. Was this the Civil War one? If this was the Civil War one. Shout out to Mr. Incognito with the sub, appreciate it. And then Assassin's Creed Singularity, a new mobile game. What? They ain't even put out Assassin's Creed China yet. That's a mobile game. Y'all are working on it. Thank God they canceled. God damn, their management is terrible. It seems like anybody with an idea gets greenlit at Ubisoft and then they wonder why they broke. Along with the game cancellations that were previously announced, confirmed above, there was also a multiplayer Assassin's Creed that had previously reported been shuttered. That game, however, isn't part of the group. One game that is still coming is Assassin's Creed's Black Flag remake. The latest rumor suggests that a reveal would take place in April after being delayed out of the current fiscal year. I'm curious to see how people... Yes, a Civil War Assassin's Creed would have hit. I would have liked that. That would have been fire. I feel like that's such an easy story too. The South of the Templars, like, come on, man. Like, literally, they were trying... Like, the story is literally there. Like, the Union is full of fucking assassins. because they didn't believe in control, but the South believed in control through slavery. So obviously they would own a piece of Eden. The story was fucking there, man. Give a black protagonist, that shit would have been great. Anyways, there were multiple Assassin's Creed that have been stuttered. The game, however, isn't a part of the group. It is what it is, man. Easy ass story, but they afraid of money. Oh, I was say Assassin's Creed Black Flag. My brain freezed up. I'm curious to see how people will respond to Black Flag, because the rumor, for those unaware, the rumor is this Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is an actual remake. It's not just them improving the visuals. Apparently, the rumor states that they're going to take the systems from the recent RPG Assassin's Creeds, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla and Shadows, and they're going to implement that into Black Flag. I'm curious to see how people will respond to that, because I feel like it's going to get a bad response. The game is already big as shit, and now you're going to make the boat battles super grindy with RPG elements, as well as the fighting. I feel like the one thing I did like about Black Flag, as well as the older Assassin's Creed, is the ability to string combo deaths, like just kill multiple people. Like taking that out of the game and making it to where like they have health based off armor stats. I don't know, man. Yeah, like I feel like people enjoyed it the way it was. I don't know why they're trying to fix something that's not broken. Just update the graphics, bro. One of the main appeals of the Black Flag is it's not like the new ones. Exactly. That's why I said I don't think that's one of the rumors I hope is not true. I don't think that's going to turn over with the fan base very well. Other Ubisoft news. Apparently, Ubisoft reports claim that strong growth happened and it beat expectations in their financial report. Ubisoft has finally published its latest financial report outlining Q3 2025 to 2026 performance portfolios across the company. In contrast to what you might generally believe, the company is in a strong place and is reporting beating expectations across the board, with key franchises soaring year over year. Assassin's Creed, The Division, Anno, and Avatar are all up in terms of net booking, contributing a total of $1.1 billion, which is up 18% year over year. Ubisoft's recent financial update opened with bold statements about the company's performance. It was written that financial delivery in Q3 2025 and 2026 is above expectations and hitting levels classed as an outperformance based mostly on gains secured by Assassin's Creed. Translation: the grifters failed. Ubisoft actually is making money, surprisingly, and it was the black man. Rainbow Six Siege is also doing very well. I would expect that, their live service. As in Avatar Frontiers Pandora, with the burst of success being secured by the game's strongly anticipated third person. I did see a lot of people like the third person update. And high quality from the Ashes expansion release. Like when the third person update for Pandora came out, Frontiers, I saw a lot. Nobody was saying this anymore.
Man, I'm going to play this off stream, man. We're going to finish this mission up off stream.
More than 100 million MAUs, monthly active users, are being reported across the Ubisoft estate, covering both console and PC platforms. And in December, a 3% growth in monthly active users was recorded year over year. We delivered a solid third quarter performance with net booking growing at a double-digit rate year over year, exceeding our expectations. This performance reflects the strength of our portfolio and the breadth of player engagement across our core franchises, supported by recent releases and live content updates that continue to resonate with players. This is interesting. So it says that they are making money. It's just the reason I think they probably had all these layoffs is maybe they finally realized that their overhead was way too large. They had way too many employees, way too many games got greenlit, and they knew if they, even though they were making money, they're not making enough money to sustain all the ideas and the employees that they had. So maybe this is an actual downsize so that they can, for the long term, sustain. My only issue is, what I'm worried is that they're just going to double down even more on what is winning, which is Assassin's Creed and all these open world slop games. I'm worried about innovation. And only time will tell from that. Only time will tell from that. Yeah, third person made the game. Anybody play the third person update? Somebody in chat said it made it a lot better. The Ubisoft. Yeah, it sounds like Ubisoft is doing a reset. Let's see what else we got for you. Oh, but then here's the funny part. Even though Ubisoft reported that they're doing fine financially, according to More Perfect Union, over 1,000 Ubisoft workers around the world have walked off the job. In response to a return to office mandate, layoffs, and the cancellation of several games, workers launched a 3-day strike. The workers walked out in response to 5 French unions issuing the strike call. So although they're doing financially fine, morally they're not. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm low-key like, I feel like sometimes I'd be bullying them, man. Like, so they're lying. Well, no, they legally can't lie. You'll get in trouble if you lie on your earnings report. That's actually like, have you heard of a company called Enron? I don't know how old I'm showing my age right here. There was a company in the early 2000s called Enron, and they went bankrupt and they had this whole corruption scandal. And the gist of that story was that they were telling their investors they were making a shit ton of money. But then when they got audited, they found in the books that they weren't making any money. So then the whole company went bankrupt and people got sued and all this stuff. And like, it's legally, you're not allowed to do that. So if Ubisoft is lying, oh, it's going to be bad for them. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to say they're lying. But we'll see how this plays out. Doing that is akin to a lie as a billionaire, and that's the only real crime on this planet. Tight shit. Other news. Sega plans to release 4 major new titles for mainstay IPs by the end of March 2027. They said specifically mainstay Sega IPs. At least one of those will be Sonic. Probably. You're not getting away with defrauding rich people. Oh yeah, they gonna get their fucking money. In its latest Q3 financial report covering the period from October 2025 to December of 2025, parent company Sega Sammy also noted its initiatives for its next fiscal year, which runs from April 1st to March 31st, 2027. According to Sega, the company plans to release 4 major new titles for its mainstay IPs. It will also maximize title potential through enhancement of sales capabilities, aka DLC, and continue to expand its transmedia business by using its game IP in other mediums such as film, TV, and books. Translation: more Sonic TV shows and spin-offs. While Sega didn't give any further information on which series it's referring to, the term major new titles for mainstay IPs suggests it will likely be releasing a high-budget Sonic game. I would also predict, oh yeah, they already said it. So mainstays, the 2 mainstay Segas would be Sonic and Yakuza. Probably. Golden Axe, can't wait. Shut the fuck up. Golden Axe. Hell nah. Dark Tides on Tuesday. And the only confirmed upcoming release date on this schedule in the Switch 2 version of Virtual Fighter Revo 5. Virtual Fighter 6 is supposed to be coming, so maybe by 2027, that'll probably be. Virtual Fighter 6 might be one of the mainstays they're talking about. Games that have been announced but don't yet have a release date include Persona 5 Revival. Oh yeah, they do own Persona. Stranger Than Heaven, Total Warhammer 40,000, and Total War Medieval 3. Maybe the other one is probably Persona. Sega has also previously announced that it's working on numerous other new games based on existing IPs. Its new financial report reconfirms that new Virtual Fighter Crazy Taxi, oh, they are working on one. Oh, my bad. Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, and Streets of Rage, and the Alien Isolation games are in development. How many of these titles could fall under the definition of major new titles or for mainstay IPs is unknown, as how many of these previously confirmed titles will release before. I wouldn't call Golden Axe a mainstay. Persona, Yakuza, and Sonic are definitely mainstays. The rest of it I think is debatable. Even Virtual Fighter. I like Virtual Fighter 5 it's been a while since 6, so even Virtual Fighter is debatable. I don't know. But hey, more Sonic content, more Sega. Maybe a Shadow the Hedgehog 2? This time, he's got 2 pistols and rocket launchers on his shoulders and a skateboard on top of the bike. And he's gonna fuck bad bitches, because Shadow is cool. Give me Persona 6. I feel like you're a long ways from that joint. What else I got for you? First look at, I don't know how to say her name, Akali and Senna coming to 2XKO. Massive layoffs, but they're still releasing content. For those who are interested in it, we got a baddie. Oh. Will the Golden Axe be 2D? That I don't know. Got some gameplay. Anybody still playing? Not gonna lie, this is a Marvel token waiting room for me. Got the combos. I'm one of 2XKO's strongest soldiers, so yes. Okay. Is it true they got $100 skins in this game? Wait, she got a gun in the sword? Oh, shit. You said off stream. Marathon waiting room? Okay. Spider-Man news. Sony has confirmed films for Spider-Punk and Spider-Gwen are both in active development. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care about Spider-Gwen. I don't find her to be an interesting enough character to where I think she deserves her own movie. But Spider-Punk, yes. And only if they lean into his concept of him being an anarchist. The fuck the government shit. Like, I need a political Spider-Man movie. If they do that, it could be fire. If they just give us another black Spider-Man, they can keep that shit too. That's why I said I'm not really that interested in Spider-Gwen, because it's just a girl Spider-Man. Like, it's this, like, I don't want to see Peter's story again. So we'll see how this plays out. Spider-Punk for sure. I'm capping though. I'll probably see both. The nerd in me, I'll probably see both. It's for the Snow Bunny lovers. All right, buddy. And then last but not least, I know this has nothing to do with video games, but it's some new tech that's being introduced to the NBA. And I'm curious to see, does anybody care about this? They're adding a first-person mode as a way to watch NBA games. So if you ever wanted to put your face in Joel Embiid's crotch, here you go.
Thank you for spending the last few days in our R&D lab here in LA.
I'd love to do a demo.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, let's turn on POV mode. So we are literally looking at what Cooper Flag's seeing right now. It's literally in real time. Let's go to Khan's POV right now.
So this is all what we're going to be able to do in real time.
I've watched a bunch of their games through this, and they'd be stealing all of my moves.
Nah, Come on.
No? You didn't steal my moves?
Ladies and gentlemen.
What up? Good
Khan
to see you.
Kniffel. What's up, man? Great to have you here. Cooper Flag. Great to see you guys.
How you doing?
As a fan, how would you want to look at a game going forward?
I kind of want to see it how we see it.
By the way, the NBA is like 85% black. There's not a black person on stage. Ain't that crazy?
Looking at it through like the POV like that, like it's such a real perspective of the game.
Yeah, I think it's cool for a fan to kind of get that experience.
Yeah, so you can look at Jason. You can look right in Jason Tatum's crotch, and you can look in his ass too. Who want this shit right here? You can pat him on the ass.
See what he was seeing on the court.
Thank you for spending the last few days in our...
I actually can't stand Adam Silver, and I wish he would fucking step down. I just like, I can't believe I'm saying I miss David Stern, but like, can we what's the jutsu, the resurrection jutsu? Can we get Snake Boy to do the resurrection jutsu and resurrect David Stern? Because I'm so sick of fucking Adam Silver. Just running amok. The only thing he cares about, the reanimation. The only thing he cares about is fucking money, dude. Just ruining the NBA with stupid